guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you how to make Buzz Lightyear's face. You can use as a fondant, gumpast, cold porcelain, polymer clay, any clay you want, just adapt your materials. We're gonna start with the ball and make kind of like an oval shape, very thick, at the sizes you want to make his head. I'm making a little bigger so you guys can see all the details, but you can make as big as you want. So we're gonna flatten it out a little tiny bit in the oval kind of face shape, and we're gonna start. I'm just making sure that I have everything smooth and the shape I want just to start. And you can use your finger if you don't have a rolling pin or a back of the like a paintbrush, anything. We're gonna make the indentation for the eyes. So now you know that the forehead's on the top, the eyes are gonna be right there, and the rest is the rest of his face. I'm gonna push on my two thumbs where the eyes are gonna be, and we're gonna start molding his nose. I'm gonna roll this ball tool right there, making kind of like a triangle shape where the nose is gonna be, and I'm gonna use my finger to pull all the excess of the clay up and start molding his clay, molding his nose. If you're new to my channel, welcome to cupncakesgourmet. Here we are not just a cup and cakes channel. We do everything for your party, for invitations, to modeling clay, to felt, to party favors, to fake cakes, everything for your party, everything that's created for your house. So please subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss anything. And if you already subscribed, thank you so much for watching again. So I'm kind of making the first shape of his nose and being sure that I'm not losing the shape of the face and the eyes. And now with the toothpick, I'm gonna shape the side and the nose, just put them together and being sure then is like he has kind of like a triangle shape kind of head, like nose, and that's what I'm trying to keep. Just like that. It's long and a triangle shape. Always be sure then you're not losing the shape, the total shape of the head. And now with the ball tool again, I'm gonna push down where I want the eyes to be, because I will put a clay right there. So I want to be sure that I'm not losing the shape of the forehead when I'm doing that. So check that out. And now I'm just making the two little holes for the nose. Always have a picture of Buzz for you to follow, you know, and to create your model. I have a picture right next to me that I show you in the beginning of the video, and that's where I'm basing all my sizes and what I need to do. And now with the ball tool, I'm just putting the same place where I'm gonna put the white clay for the eyes, and I'm pulling a little bit to make the eyebrow bone. So that's what I was going to do, and I'm gonna start marking his mouth. Just the outline, since he has teeth and he has a big smile, so we're gonna need to carve that out. And now the top part where the teeth are gonna be. Take your time. If it doesn't work the first time, just try again, because faces are the hardest part. Don't get don't get sad and think, oh, I can do it. Everybody can do it if you keep trying. I couldn't do this. If I show you the before and after, or my buzz should look like it years ago when I started, it will not look like this. So just keep trying and you're gonna get better, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm just pulling the clay down so I have space to put the white for his teeth, and then making sure that everything is not losing the shape, and I'm just pushing everything down and keeping it the shape to put the white. And with that, I'm making the two holes of the ball shape. I'm just pulling up the excess of the skin color clay that I have on the face to make his sticks. So I'm just pulling the ball shape up and put it up, and being sure that I'm not losing the shape of his mouth. So now with the white, I'm gonna make two little balls of the same size that I left for the eyes, and the two holes that I make for the indentation to make the cheeks, and I'm gonna put all the dough up there to cover those two holes. I used white to cover those holes because I don't want it to show when I'm covering the teeth, but you can use any color you want. Just be sure that you're keeping the nose and the upper lips on the shape you want. I know I'm repeating myself, then saying that I'm checking the shape of the face and the nose and everything, but when you're working with clay, you're gonna keep checking everything all the time until you're done. Now with the white, I'm gonna make a little roll, and I'm gonna pinch together the sides where the smile is, and I'm gonna fit right there. Always looking at the picture to see how big you need the smile, how much cheek he has, how long the nose is. That's the easiest way to follow and to get closer at what they look like. Just being sure that I'm not losing the upper lip and the bottom of my nose. And now we're gonna make the little two balls for his eyes. You can use gumpast, you can use fondant, polymer clay, Fimo, Sculpey, whatever you want. Just adapt your materials and you can follow this tutorial pretty easy. Keeping marking where the cheeks are gonna be. And being sure that I'm not losing his chin, because he has a really big chin too. So that's what I'm pinching together and being sure that I didn't lose that part. So now I'm making a skinny snake with the skin color. We're gonna start making the details on the top of his face. So now we're gonna place on the upper lip, and we're gonna do that now. Just place there and smooth everything out. You can use a little bit of water, even if you're using cold porcelain or fondant or gumpast, to help you smooth everything. And now with the bow tool, I'm just being sure that I have the division between the mouth and the chin, and where I'm gonna put the lower lip. And the same snake that we were making before, we're gonna start making the other details with the lower lip and eyes with the same thing. But we're gonna start with his mouth. Place on one side, go under where the lower lip are gonna be, into the other side of the smile. Cut the excess, and we're gonna smooth everything. Always keep checking the pictures and checking if you like the way it's looking. If you don't like one of the steps, just redo before you get in the end and don't like what you did. So use a little bit of water to smooth everything out and just start really shaping the way you want his mouth to be. I'm always using a little bit of water to smooth everything that I need. And to be sure that I still have all my marks. Now I'm gonna be sure that I didn't lose the way I want his smile to be, and I'm pushing it down a little bit to make even like the checks of the smile to even pop more out. I'm pushing it down and up, and now I'm making sure then there's a separation between the lower lip and the teeth, and then I'm not losing all the shape when I'm pushing it down. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the upper lip. Roll down to mark even more the lower lip. Check the nose, the eyes, and the forehead. Now with the little snake, very tiny, I'm gonna give his brow bone a little help because he always have that mad face. So that's why we're gonna cover the top of his eyes and make the brow bone a little bit bigger. And smooth everything with a brush or a little water or anything you have there. Always checking up the picture to see how he's looking. The same thing to the other side. I'm making kind of like a C, just like that. And we're gonna hide the bottom part. He has this, you know, he's really tired. He has the bottom of his eyes, the eyelids really big. So that's why we're gonna cover almost the whole bottom on his eyes. And we're gonna smooth down all the excess the clay. And that makes Buzz has that really face than he has. If you guys want to see more from Toy Story, I know that the new movie's coming up, please leave me a comment below and like, and I will try to make Jessie and Bullseye and Woody. So just let me know what you guys want to see. And now we're going to start on the other eye, the same thing. Now we're gonna make a little thicker, kind of big C to make the other brow bone on the other side of the eye. Place there, use the water if you need it or a tool to smooth. And to cover tiny little bit of the white of his eyes. Always look in the picture to see what you need to do. And smooth everything. If you haven't yet follow me on Instagram, go there because sometimes I place pictures and things then I'm not making a video, but you guys want to see the video, so you can let me know. And you can tag me if you use any of my tutorials. I would love to see the pictures. So now with the two, I'm just putting the brow bone even up and making already this place where the eyebrows are gonna be. And I'm making sure that I didn't lose the shape of my smile and the nose. You always want that triangle nose right there, so the rest, you know, then is a tick, and your rest of his face, so you just kind of smooth everything out, but be careful to don't lose the shape. And just being sure that I have still everything hanging there. We are almost done, guys. I'm making that indentation, and he kind of have on his head. His head is not total oval on the top. And now we're gonna make two little tiny skinny snakes for his eyebrows. So I'm gonna shape it already the way I want it to be, because he's always had that eyebrows and it's like a snake going up and down, and that's what I'm putting right there. And that's gonna start giving him the expression in his face. Of course, when you paint, you give all the details, and if you wanna learn how to paint, you can click the link down below. I have another video on how to paint his face. It's not hard, you guys don't need to be worried about, but I just separated in case the video will be already too long, so I separated, but you can click below and you can learn that part too. So I put the two eyebrows. I'm checking if everything is the way I want, and be sure that I have all my marks. Normally clay, like cold porcelain are dry clay, they change the shape a little bit. When they are dry, they shrink a little bit, so you need to worry about that. Fondant doesn't really shrink. Fondant gumpast, you need to be worried about cracking, and polymer clay you're gonna bake, so it's gonna be in the shape you want before you know, paint anyway. But always let it dry overnight before you paint, if you have the time, because if you paint and the clay is a little wet, you can just mark it and make a mess and doesn't work, and then you lose all the work you had. I'm smoothing it out with water all over the place to be sure that I don't have any marks, fingerprints, anything. And checking finally everything the way I want it to look, making the little holes of his nose again, since I play around so much then we lost that detail. And squishing his chin very well right there, because he has that little hair right there, so that's what we're gonna do. And now we're gonna open a little purple for his helmet, right? So that's what we're gonna do. That you're gonna flat out enough to cover the forehead and all around his, you know, his face. I'm just cutting the excess, is already giving like an oval shape, so it's easier to cut. And I know then the top where the helmet's gonna be is gonna be round enough and perfect, so that's what I'm cutting the shape I want already. I'm just curving the bottom part right there, so we have a little of more excess right there to really give the impression, give it just really to show and to look like he has a helmet. Why can't I speak now? And then I'm getting all the excess on the back, and we're gonna start shaping the sides. I'm making with the same purple little two balls that I'm gonna place right on the sides. He has that little detail on the helmet, both sides. And now I'm making a little roll and flatten out to place right on the side, because that didn't cover, going down to his neck. And you're gonna do the ball the same way that we did the other side. Try to keep them on the same size, just like that. And I'm placing that other piece to the bottom of his neck so we can finish his helmet. I'm not worried too much about the back, because I'm just making the face for you guys to see it. But if you're making a model, a cake topper, or anything else, try to make the whole circle and cover everything. And now I'm just going over for the last time to see if all my marks is there, to give a little more of a definition on the bottom of his eyes. Now then I'm not gonna touch anything else. And I know then all my markers are gonna be, because I'm not modeling anything, not the helmet, not the face, so I'm not gonna touch anything. So I'm just marking the like finishing details. and we're gonna let it dry to paint. If you want to see the paint again, you can press down below my info box and you can see the link of that video. I hope you guys like and enjoy. If you want to see more from Toy Story, please give me a like and a comment below, and I will try to make it for you guys. I hope you really like this tutorial, really enjoy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you like it. Bye.